I'm looking at the combinations from the recent tournaments, and this is a game between Vallejo Pons and Hou Yifan, the women's world chess champion. So it's white to move here. The material is even, but the white pieces are very threatening, and it's clear that black is just barely holding on. So there are some ideas that white has for attacking black, and for example, white could just take on d6 and be done with that, and that probably works. I don't think the pins are very dangerous there, but that would be only a pawn, so of course it's natural to check if white has anything better. One sideline that kind of comes to mind is that if white tries this, then it looks good, but it's not very clear if that's enough, and there are counter ideas such as bishop here or bishop. I'll say even here would be probably unpleasant, because the idea is that this rook would come into play and you know, defend g7 and attack the queen at the same time, and also white has some difficulties potentially with this knight hanging up here. So grabbing this pawn is not necessarily the best way. Let's see what else white can do here. One idea that he can try is to take on f7 with check, and this is what Vallejo went with. And how would he do that? How would he take on f7 with check? Not entirely obvious, but he found a way, and that idea comes from the fact that this knight here is threatening very many squares. It's threatening, g7, h6, everything is basically under attack, and Vallejo found the cleanest way to convert his huge positional advantage. So he went with knight takes h6, and that is very good because the king cannot take, and if he takes with the pawn, it is checkmate. And the knight threatens to continue the journey and continue to capture the pawns, right? There's also the threat of queen. Well, I guess queen takes on f7 isn't really that much of a bigger threat than it was, but still the position is collapsing, and the black king now is becoming more and more vulnerable. So black played rook f8, defending f7, but it doesn't really defend it, and Vallejo just carries on and grabs another pawn. Now the black king is completely exposed, and whatever else happened in the game isn't so critical because he just continues to take pawns. And here Hou Yifan resigned because she is down 3 pawns and no compensation. Her position is crumbling, h5 is probably being threatened. Also not clear how to defend against that. A nice win by Vallejo Pons.